and welcome to another edition of Transport Fever 2 with the old one play stuff, or OOPS for short. In the first episode, I was quite lucky in the fact that I set up a crude oil route across to Hastings, which has proved to be quite profitable. And that has given me the funds so I can now ship that oil up to London and turn into fuel. That fuel that gets brought back down to Hastings and also across to Reading. As well as that, I set up a grain route which converted up to Reading, and that produced food which I'm now shipping across to London and also Oxford. While I'm here, before I move on to my next escapade, what I might consider doing is extending this route so that extending the depot. Because what I want to do is buy, before I can buy anything, I need to be able to determine where you want to go. So just add that into there and put a oil just there, and also I want to put some oil in Clapham. Give good coverage just there. Now let me go into the depot that I currently have. Cargo, let me buy 10. And I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto a new line, which is going to go from London to Oxford. That's a cargo fuel to Oxford. It a fuel colour. While I'm thinking about it, give that a fuel colour. Give that one a food colour. Now I want to add a new line which goes from London to Chatham. That is a cargo truck route fuel to Chatham. And for both of these, I don't want any messing around. Straight in, straight out. So let me add those onto that route. I'll get those on the way. That colour just looks slightly different. That's just irritating me. That's better. Right, let's get those playing. Excuse me. Right, now it's time to leave the south of England and move all the way up to Scotland. I'd like to think I have some big plans for Scotland, in the sense that there are quite a few products that can be delivered. So crude oil can come down to Edinburgh. All this wood or logs can go to Glasgow. Oh, there's logs there. Coal, iron ore can come down to Stirling, and stone can go across to Perth. But what I would like to do is look at the opportunity now to add some trains. So can I put a train station? It just needs to be at the minute not too large. If I put you there, you're not going to be picking up all three or all four. I had you down here. Can I? Can I? These all to connect. Connect you in there, and add you on. Now, still too far away. Let's try and get all of them. Get them all connected. Otherwise, I might be tempted to move one of you. I squeeze through. No, it doesn't look as though that's going to go. Can't squeeze that through. By bringing you in closer, does that make any difference? I don't know. No. Oh, I'm just going to be too far away, aren't you? No way to connect. Even if I was to is there a way to connect them all? If I connect you all up like that, it's a bit high. Just bring you out, keep you level. Just see what happens now. Give me, does work. What I do is I just don't quite like the look. Don't quite like the look of that. I bring you across here, bring you out straight. Oops. Bring you out straight, just level you off. Now, if how far up can I go? Put you there, and that connects to all of you. Just need to do a little bit of leveling off just to make it a bit prettier. So I now have connection. Right, let me put this. We just add this road back in, purely for aesthetics. And put you in, get you around. So it looks like the station at least has connectivity. Now, I could look to put another station near the wood or the forest. My thought process is that I can bring a train that goes up and down here and also utilise the same line and head down towards Earth. Or do I come round the back? I can pick up more wood. Decisions. Which makes me think that really ought to be a little bit straighter onto here. Because it wants to be wants to have its own line. I do that, and then for the purpose of being able to get the tracks in, we just configure, put the two tracks in, just there and there. Now I can take that all the way across to here. Doesn't look too bad at all. Now I'll add the other line in. I can now have 4 tracks. Just connect those up. Go back into here, and I will just delete those 2 little temporary tubs. So all I wanted those to do is to give me the guidelines for getting in and out. Wrong one. Yep, and yeah. So now I have. Where do I want to take? Do I then bring it around and pick up more? Got my bricks that I can pick up. Am I overthinking this at the minute? That's all I want to do. We just bring you straight across. That. While I was thinking about it, just need to put some crossovers before I forget. And the same here. Before I forget. And now it's a case of bringing those 2 lines in and around. I now have 4 tracks coming down. In fact, for the moment, don't go overboard. Quite often we'll overthink things. Let me put you back in. I accidentally deleted. Oh. You there. Why can't you go in? Why is it playing up? $74. Don't get any faster. No. Looks like it's going to have to be just there. And these are going to come round. Do I go for the coal? No. Let's just add another station for wood. Don't need it at the moment. Don't need that at the moment. What I might do is put a station in for some bricks. quite a bit digging out to do. I might put a little bit of a road. A little bit of a road there. These that looks a little bit better. Question is, which side of the mountain do I go? In fact, I will change that. What I want it to do is click the wrong button. I look to put you there. Now I'll put the road in. Is that giving me the connection? Yes, it is. Again, what I will do is just configure you and put the 2 tracks on at the end and get these connected up. I'm not going to bother with you at the moment. You're coming out straight, doesn't look too bad. I can live with that. I'll bring you round into there, so I've got my connection going up. So I've got you ticking along. Just configure and remove 2 guidelines and some more track in. Now, I want to go going where am I going first? Need to come round want to come into, bring the goods into this area. Because the oil needs to come down into Edinburgh. And I just over to deletion. I connect both of these stations up. Let me delete you. I put you in there. A station. Both. But that's a bit too close. Needs to be out. Needs to be out there. Are you connected? I can bring you to there, you straight across, and you in. Now, can I put? Yes. At least that'll connect to the two. It's going to give me my delivery for oil. And for the moment, you can go in that direction for the delivery for fuel. Now, how do I connect? Because I've got bring you out at Perth. Oh. So that's giving me my crude oil, which realistically they do need to go round. I don't like. They're going on. Delete that. Try that again. Want to bring it round. Make the ground big. And all these through. Bridge height. Go down to the minimum we'll go. Will you go down? No. Take you back a bit more. Tunnel height. Tunnel. E. Doing. That's the wrong button. I need to go back further. Tunnel in. Reconnects that back up. We just do a bit of a flatten, make it look a bit prettier. Very quick. Better be careful or I'll use up all my money. And I don't want that. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing... I can bring wood. Oops. Go round. Just put you back in afterwards. How's that look? Yeah, I can live with that. Not the ugliest thing I've seen. Double check you around. And now I want to be able to bring you round. Make your not the ugliest thing I've seen. Now let me bring you round and in. I also want you to carry on round. I need, I'll put crossovers on there. Let me first of all get let me just add you in. Yeah. Then get you connected up. So I can at least start making some money by buying my first train. Steam train. What options have I got? Speed-wise, power. Let's have a look at power. 430, 190. Let me buy one of those and start off with cargo. Here's my crude oil. 25-year lifespan, both the same size. How many can I? Oops, wrong thing I'm buying. Oh dear. Let me, how many can I go for? Capacity. I think is that 100, or mediocre, or mediocre. Let me try that. Which I can just have one on a brand new line. No messing around at either station. This is cargo, my first rail route. Crude oil to Edinburgh. Change the colour. Where are you? You on your way? Oh yes, there you are. My first train. That's a nice view. Not making too much of a mess of the terrain, just doing a bit of tidying up that needs to be done just around here. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. But what I have to do, which isn't an issue at the moment because there aren't any more trains on here, but one way, yes. One way, yes. At least I ought to put. There's Edinburgh. You at least get one on there. Can I also get to 3? At least I've got those in place. Let me put another one on just there. They're going all the way back round. Manage, can I duplicate? Yes. Another one on route. My signal's in while I'm here. I was going back the other way. Delete the second one. Now put that one in. Cool. Signals going all the way around. I will need to tidy them up at some point, purely because I don't like the look of it. When you come in, need another station built. Do I? I don't really like stations too close. Towns. Now, move it back a little bit. Bring you in. just for now. Oh, we'll just put you on. Oh, sake. Keep pressing the wrong button. Let me add you. Just there. My Berwick on tree line. Jesus Christ. Why can't I just click the right buttons? Connect you in. Where are you? Reconnect. Round. In. Straight out. A little bit of a tunnel. Don't mind that. Just connect you in. I'll bring you all the way around. And into Berwick on Tweed. Let's add the crossover. Now. Needs oil. Take oil. Oil back. Then for the moment, just drive it down. Me now. Add a little bit of a line into here. Go across. Get some signals. One way, no. No there. No there. Then, yes. One there. One there. And now if I put you in. Now go round and where am I gone? Stick you there. Oh. Delete the line. Now. Me into the depot and buy another train. Are you and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Either one. Auto save. put you onto a new line, which is going to go from Edinburgh to Berwick. No messing around at either station. I'll go rail, oil to Berwick. You just configure the lines so you can use both and both. And the same with you. You can use both either end. Now shipping some oil. And if I just go over to Dundee, and let me put a fuel drop off here. And let me just configure buildings. Couple of buildings on the end there. Just so that I can now a little bit of a road. Move around into here, and now I can put a bow on. And then in Dundee, and let me add the depot. And let me now do a city just by the two. Is going to be a route from here there. I'll go truck, and it's fuel to Dundee. Don't mess around with the fuel colour. Named it correctly. Truck. Now, hopefully, you will drop off some oil. You will now bring back some fuel. You can now take some fuel. Can be nice and profitable. Then I need to look to bring some logs around to create some planks. Because I could bring planks up to Berwick to move in to get some tools. Who wants tools? Andy wants tools. I think I'm being more inclined to get machines because Stirling, Perth want machines and Berwick wants machines and Edinburgh wants machines. Let me duplicate you and get you on the way. These are all doing well. Way too much. At least you're now bringing some fuel back. Because hopefully that fuel can then go on the way. Manage. We had another one on while I'm here. Let me just go in and add a signal. That's nice to see. You can now pick up some fuel. You can take that back with you. You can then deliver. Where are my little horses? Just go and add. Ross. Train up, right? Be Finger Road. Get you up that way. Make that a little bit quicker. We had another train. Are you on your way? And I think at that, I am going to call it a day. I've got my first train routes up and running, bringing crude oil all the way around to Edinburgh, taking the oil then up to Berwick, bringing the fuel back to Edinburgh, and then that fuel is going all the way back up towards Dundee. And then from the crude oil mines, they are then shipped down into Dundee on carriage. As my first lines, which are proving to be profitable, I think that is potentially a good start to bringing some industry into Scotland. The next episode, I will look to bring some iron ore and coal down so that I can get some steel and ship that steel across, as well as connecting up my logs around to create some planks, so that can then go into Glasgow for me to then get some machines which I can then look to start shipping around the place. That's a job for next time. Anybody who's got any comments or recommendations of where they think I should be doing, or anything that I am currently doing wrong that I should be doing better, then please drop me a message below. They all are much appreciated. If you have enjoyed this episode, then please hit the like button. And if you don't want to miss out on the next episode, then please subscribe. And on that note, I am going to call it a day. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye for now. Goodbye.